No matter how many clients you have in your business right now, you can start January 1st with a fully booked coaching business, and I'm gonna give you the exact 3 steps to make that happen. Hello and welcome to Full Body Yes Sales, the podcast where we show you how to make more sales than ever in your online business in a way that feels authentic, empowering, and feels completely aligned with how you want to do business. Let's dive into today's episode. Hello and welcome back to the Full Body Yes Sales podcast. I am so excited for this one because I wanted to break down a really strategic video essentially for you with 3 really clear steps to take you from literally wherever you are now. If you have 1 client, if you have 2 clients, if you have 3 clients, if you have 5 clients, to being fully booked before January 1st. So how you can make the most of December, essentially. How you can actually sign clients during December, not just sign 1 or 2 clients, but actually see some real momentum and real progress to make sure you are really just fully booked starting 2025. Again, regardless of where you're at right now, these are the 3 steps I would give you if you were my one-to-one client and you were saying, okay, I'm wanting some more clients before the new year. This is exactly the blueprint I would give you. So make sure you watch this full video for these 3 steps because all 3 of them work together. They are very important that we're implementing all 3 of these. And I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough with some examples as well of what this actually looks like in practice and why this works as well. So I'm not just instructing you and giving you a cookie cutter strategy, but you can really see the logic behind this. You can see why this makes sense and how these all fit together as well. So if you enjoy this type of video, please give this a like to let me know you want more of these strategic type videos of me giving you a blueprint to do something essentially and how you can achieve a certain result in your business so I can create more of those. So let's jump into step 1. So step 1 is we want to actually audit your current client attraction process. So we want to see what is actually going on right now and find where are the gaps, essentially. Where are people falling through the cracks? Now, I'll typically talk, if you've been inside my program, Full Body Yes Sales, if you do want to join that and see what that's about and really just implement your sales process just to a whole other level and get my sales strategy builder as well, then I'll put the link in the description to sign up for FBYS. But essentially in my program, FBYS, we will actually go through a 3-step process. So we'll talk about audience, leads, and then sales. So this is a flow that all of your ideal clients will move through. They'll be in your audience, so they'll see your things, they'll watch your content, they'll just see what's going on. Essentially, that's they know who you are. They'll become a lead, secondly, which is I've interacted and said that I'm interested in what you do. I'm interested in the solution or I have this problem in some way. It could be they voted on a poll. It could be they downloaded a freebie. It could be that they've inquired about a program. And then thirdly, sales, which is where we're actually having a sales conversation and they're saying essentially, okay, how can you help me with this? How can you help me with this goal? Can you actually get me there? Is this program a good fit? And we're actually having a sales conversation. Now, knowing that everyone flows through this exact process, actually thinking then right now with your current client attraction system. So thinking about what your general process looks like right now from people finding you to people becoming clients. What does that look like right now? And then where are we losing people? Where are people falling through the cracks? Where are we missing them? It may be that, okay, people tend to come to my Instagram and they find me through there. I get a lot of engagement. You know, people are really liking my posts, but I don't get any leads from that. No one ever reaches out to say they're interested in working with me. Okay, so we know then the leads is the issue there, and we know we want to work on that specific area. It may be that you're seeing, for example, that actually my messaging isn't really necessarily resonating with people because no one seems that interested in it, essentially. No one's responding to it. No one seems to be engaging with my messaging specifically. It may be that, you know, I'm getting leads, but I'm really bad at following up with people and I don't tend to reach back out to people a lot. So they just kind of go cold in my inbox, essentially. Find where that gap is and write down where that gap is. And I want you to figure out a fix for that. So look at that specific area and see, okay, how can I fix this specific area? Because you know then exactly what you need to work on. Again, this isn't me giving you a cookie cutter strategy. I'm not about that life at all as a business coach, but this is me giving you the skeleton, giving you the framework. And within that, you can see the piece that you're missing. You can see that, okay, we've got the flow, essentially a flow of a river right there. We can see where this block is. We can see what's stopping this from moving to the next level, because if we know we're not getting any leads, for example, of course we're not going to get sales. We need leads to get sales, right? If we know there's no one in our audience, it makes sense that we're not going to get any leads, right? Because we need people in our space. We need people knowing who we are and what we offer to even get a lead in the first place, right? So really thinking about that process and finding where the gaps are, and then actually taking a little bit of time to figure out, okay, how can I fill that gap specifically? Again, I have so many videos, literally hundreds on this channel about specific areas. So have a scroll through, see if there's something there, or if you're seeing a specific one of those areas of audience leads or sales, or you know your sales process needs some work in general, definitely check out Full Body as Sales in the link in the description as well. And then as part of this client attraction strategy as well, I want you to really simplify what you're offering. So I want you to make sure you're focusing on one offer specifically right now, focusing on the offer that you're wanting to get clients into. It might be your one-to-one, it might be a high ticket program, it might be a mastermind, whatever it is. Pick that specific offer and really dial in that messaging as well. A really great way to do this as well, given that it's the new year coming up, it's December, is focus that messaging around the holidays, around the new year, around 2025, however that applies to your niche and however your niche would resonate and whatever your niche would be feeling essentially around this time of year, whether that's looking towards their fitness goals for next year or they're concerned about Christmas and managing their family if you're a parenting coach, for example, but really actually looking at simplifying your offers, because again, we can have an amazing client attraction system, but if we're actually knowing that, okay, people are flowing in perfectly, but the offer's feeling a bit clunky, it's not really resonating with people, it's feeling a bit complicated, just dial in that messaging a little bit more, simplify it a little bit more, simplify how many offers you're talking about and simplify how you're talking about it. And just then you actually can focus on talking about it more because you know how you're talking about it. The second thing I want you to do in this 3-step plan is massively increase your visibility for your ideal clients. Now, this can go in 2 parts. I'm going to break this down to 2 parts a little bit here. The first part is actually making sure that you are showing up everywhere. You are really showing up for them. You are posting the content, you are showing up, and you are, they're seeing something from you every single day. Because if you are top of mind for your ideal clients, if you're the first person they think of when they think of hiring a health coach, for example, you're probably going to be the person that they hire. So actually making sure you're top of mind is the goal here. So making sure you've got that content scheduled, making sure you've got the emails going out to your list, making sure you're actually showing up and people are seeing you makes the biggest difference here of them actually seeing that messaging that you spent all this time perfecting, actually seeing your offer and actually knowing you have an offer in the first place. A big part of that is just actually showing up and just being there essentially for people. And then you can also massively increase your visibility in terms of getting leads by actually having some resources, having some value that they can consume. Oh my gosh, couldn't speak for a second. Having some value that they can actually consume there. This could come in the form of having freebies, having a PDF, having a workshop they can download, or even it can just come in the form of, I've created some really great carousel posts for people offering a lot of value, but essentially something which is really going to catch their attention and really help them to see the problem they specifically have, or help them to see the solution that you can provide through your services and through your offerings. This is what gets people becoming leads. So actually making sure that some of that content is really focused around getting you leads, getting people raising their hand as, hey, I have this problem, I'm struggling with this, or I'm really looking for this solution that you do offer. And then you can also, on the 3rd step there, really increase the visibility around that sales side. So we've talked about audience, talked about leads, talked about sales now. How you can increase your visibility around the sales side is actually making sure that you're reaching out to those past leads. Everyone who you've had a conversation with who had been potentially interested in your services, who had inquired, who it had been a not right now, reach back out to those people and have another conversation with them. See if their situation's changed, see how they're doing, see what their current goals are. Reach out to your past clients, reconnect with people there. And these are some really incredible actions you can take around that visibility side. And you would not believe how much these can have an impact alone. Just being visible and just being top of mind for people who are looking to hire, all the leads that you've already had previously, or the potential past clients that you've had, and actually having conversations with those people again, that can lead to you being fully booked just from those people alone. And then the 3rd final step to getting fully booked before January even rolls around in your business is making it easy to say yes by creating some urgency for people. So especially December, this is why this is such a beautiful moment to actually be signing clients for you, and why it's fully possible for you to achieve this goal of being fully booked by January is actually you can very easily utilize this time of year for urgency, because we know the end of the year is approaching. We know there's still people who have December goals who haven't hit their December goals yet. People who had goals for 2024 who haven't hit them yet. Can we support those people somehow? Is there anything we can really use around the messaging there to speak to those people? If, for example, you know that your person is someone who very much creates New Year's resolutions on, I want to, increase my income in my business, I want to lose a certain amount of weight, whatever it is there, actually thinking about how can I use this urgency to actually get people to sign up now, because especially with higher ticket programs, especially something like one-to-one, it can often feel like we're just selling it constantly, and it feels like, we don't have any urgency other than there's 2 spaces left, which, let's be real, no one actually cares about when we say that. So it's kind of useless saying that a lot of the times. But actually utilizing the end of the year, it's really natural urgency of, hey, December 31st is approaching, the new year is approaching. You know that you want to make changes. You know that you want this to be different. You know you want your business to grow next year. So here's how we can actually do that together. That is such a powerful way to just lean into natural urgency when people are already feeling that anyway, and actually using that as a reason to buy now, a reason to actually start working with you now and actually lock in the deposit for starting in 3 months' time even, actually to make the commitment and make the decision while the new year energy is still very much around us. And an incredible way to do this as well is actually having really time-sensitive offers. So you can very much say, okay, you know what, for example, if we're gonna do a one-to-one package, what I'm gonna do for you is actually, if we start January 1st, that'll be our official start date, but you're gonna get an extra bonus one-to-one call before the new year even starts if you lock in your space now. So they've got this time-sensitive offer, they're gonna get this extra call, they're gonna get an extra month added, whatever it is. Adding some extra offer like that can add even more urgency for why sign up now? Why should I sign up before, the clock hits January 1st? It could be as well you're raising your prices in the new year, which is a very natural time to do that. Any of the above can be so amazing for just giving people a reason to sign up now, because again, I know a lot of people are stuck in that position of, actually, I've got the potential clients, they're kind of hovering around my space, but I just can't get them to say yes right now. They're kind of a maybe, they're thinking about it. This can be the difference between what makes them say, maybe later, maybe another time, versus, okay, great, let's jump in, when can we start? And then I wanna add 2 bonus notes to this as well for you, because I think these are some of the most impactful, really tangible things that you can implement this month too, is referrals and social proof. So firstly, referrals. If you've had any clients or you have any business friends at all, ask them for a referral. I know you're thinking probably, okay, but if they did have someone who wanted my services, they would refer me anyway. Often you're not top of mind. That's not the first thing they're thinking about in those conversations, not because they don't love you or anything like that, but just because, we're humans, we have a lot to think about, right? But actually making sure that you're letting them know, hey, I just want to let you know I am actually accepting referrals at the moment because I do have 3 spaces opening in January, would love to fill them. This is who I'm looking for specifically. Actually letting them know that can be so powerful for you then being top of mind of, hey, if I do hear of anyone, okay, I know exactly who she's looking for. I know exactly, she's accepting clients right now. So it's not even a question of, is she accepting clients? It's a really easy way for someone to then refer you. And of course, you can also offer a referral bonus of you'll get, 10% or you get 5%, for example, of the contract once that's been signed. Anything along those lines can also be included, but it's so powerful just emailing people and messaging people, letting them know, hey, I am actually accepting clients and I would love if you know anyone to send them over my way. And then secondly, utilizing social proof there. This is the time of year to pull out those testimonials, pull out those client results, pull out those screenshots, get the dust off of them and reshare the heck out of them, because people are actively looking for solutions. I spoke about this in my last video as well, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. But people are actively looking for solutions at this time of year. They have their New Year's goals. They know what they want to work on. This isn't, middle of June where people are kind of a little bit phasey in summer and are thinking, maybe I want to grow my business. I'm not sure what I want to work on right now. People know what their goals are right now. They know what they want to focus on in 2025. They've already started reflecting on the year, started thinking about what went really well, what they want to change, what they want to do differently. So actually speaking to that specifically and actually speaking to that in your client results and really making sure that you are the obvious choice. It's an obvious yes to work with you because look at her results. Like, she gets amazing results. This is the time to be pulling those out, because when people are actively looking for a solution, as soon as they see someone which really ticks the boxes, that's okay, great, I'm in, essentially. More so than any other time of year when there may be more, discussion essentially in their mind around, okay, what is my problem exactly? What solution do I even need for this? Do I need a copywriter, or do I need, more focus on my emails, for example? Should I get a social media manager? They kind of know what their problem is and they know what they're really looking to solve during this time of year, typically through that reflection process we've all done inevitably in December or January at some point. So actually making sure that you're really speaking to that and you are really, really sharing those testimonials is what's going to put you top of mind for your potential ideal client. So there you have it. Those are my 3 steps for getting you to be fully booked in January, no matter where you're at in your business right now, if you're wanting some further support with this, if you want literally my eyes on your business, to jump into my one-to-one container, I work with over 100 clients, have an average of 54% revenue growth with my clients, all about the numbers and stats there, but also all about getting you just more freedom in your business. Hence why I talk a lot about making more and working less in your business. And if that is your goal for 2025, one-to-one coaching with me is the perfect place to be. So I'll put the application form in the link in the description. So go there, you can check out all of the information about one-to-one there, fill out a little application form. If you're a good fit, then I will be in touch and we can schedule a call or chat in the DMs if you'd prefer and talk about the details there. And talking of testimonials and social proof, I will also put my testimonials website page down in the description as well, so you can check that out before you're deciding to work with me and read through some of my client results, some of my testimonials, and get a feel for the type of results that I tend to get my clients inside one-to-one coaching. And I would love to see you apply for that program. I would love to help you in your business in 2025 and help you to really shine, really grow, and really just double your income in 2025, essentially. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give this a like if you've liked these kinds of videos, being more strategic and a real breakdown of some tangible actions that you can really take in your business. Make sure you subscribe as well so you don't miss the new videos every single Monday, and I will see you in the next one.